let's try this again. It is 29th February. So I tried to make this vlog yesterday, but of the 4 possible ways there are to put my audio microphone in my helmet, here's one of them doesn't work. So this is one of the other 3. Been sick for probably 60 of the last 90 days. So I'll apologise for the previous 30 days, because that was just, you know, weather and circumstances and laziness and procrastination and boredom and lots of other reasons why I didn't vlog those first 30 days. But the last 60, oh man, have I not been in a fit state to ride a motorcycle? It meant I have not been riding a motorcycle, which obviously means I have been Moto vlogging. Essentially, I'm not 100% confident in the diagnosis I've been given, so I won't go into too much of the details. Symptomatically, I was incredibly tired all the time. I mean, really tired. You know, like when you wake up and you haven't had enough sleep, and you like have to get up to go to work at a ridiculous hour or to catch a flight or something, and then you're like, oh, this has to be over, and you just can't get going the whole day. Imagine that sort of feeling, but for 2 months, which in itself would be bad enough. I also had a lot of pain in pretty much every joint in my body. Mostly my knees though, and ankles, but I always have problems with my left ankle anyway, so that didn't bother me so much. But it is what it is. I've got a diagnosis that I don't believe, so I'll get a second opinion. I've options. My doctor who gave me the diagnosis was like, so do you want the drugs or do you want to try the diet? I think he was in a rush to give me the drugs to get rid of me, and I was like, no, I'll do the diet. So what a pointless undertaking that was. So I'll get a second opinion. So the bike, how's the bike been? Well, obviously I haven't been riding it, so I was worried about it. So one day I went out and started it in those 2 months, and then about 2 weeks later I was like, well, maybe I could try ride it. So I got all set up, got all my gear, went to where I keep the bike, because I don't keep it at home because it's not secure enough there. And guess what? I was in absolute agony that day. And just like that, within a couple of hours, you go from I'm normal to I'm completely fucked. So what we did at that time, we fixed the tire pressures of the bike with the help of my brother, which was just about doable. What is going on here? Oh, there's oil and shit coming out of that car. But BMWs, they're reliable German cars, they don't break. What's the antennas? So I checked the tire pressures, which were way off, and yeah, I got worse and worse and worse after that, and ended up not riding. So I'm back now. I'm kind of between 90% of what I would be normally on a bad day, and maybe 95% on a good day. And on the bad days, usually I can figure out what's caused them and negate them slightly. Like Pancake Tuesday. Let me tell you about Pancake Tuesday. So some of the things I probably shouldn't eat are like, well, pretty much everything that you use to make a pancake. Sugar is a big, white sugar is a big no-no. Butter isn't such a big deal. But most, the kind of pancakes I was raised up on Pancake Tuesdays, because we never eat them the rest of the year. you pretty much, this is going to be fun. I'm a bus. If anyone asks, I'm a bus. I'm not a motorcycle, I'm not a car, I'm a bus. Cool? So yeah, I was following my new diet and sort of getting back to reasonably normal sort of condition, well, manageable sort of condition. And within my diet I found certain things that would, yeah, let's follow this guy, that would make me feel worse. He's a bus too. And certain things that would negate the effects of the things that made me feel worse. So I was figured, yeah, I shouldn't really eat pancakes, but I'll have some pancakes. It's Pancake Tuesday. So I think you call it Fat Tuesday in other parts of the world. Same idea. So I had like about 4 or 5 of these pancakes. And within a minute, within like half an hour of eating them, I got a big pain in my knee, then my ankle, then my other knee, then my fingers. Oh, my fingers were so bad. Total arthritis fingers. And I was like, okay, I'll break out the good stuff that fixes all this. And I swear to God, I was constantly eating from about 6 o'clock at night till about 2 o'clock the following day. And I don't mean 2 o'clock in the morning, I mean 2 o'clock the following night. And only then did the pain finally go away. I ain't racing the Fireblade, in case anyone asks. So yeah, I was in a bad way, and I was like, okay, can't really be doing that with the diet. Gotta stick to it. So I am, and I'm kind of okay now. And I've been on the bike most of this week. Finally felt like vlogging yesterday. Gave it a shot. Audio issues, and said I'll do it again today. I'm hoping the weather is at least acceptable tomorrow, and it should be okay Friday, so I might get a whole week. Awesome. Yeah, if your knees are like really, really, really sore, and your elbows are sore, and your fingers are sore, and I mean sore enough that I'm talking sore enough that if you were watching the TV and you didn't like what was on, you literally wouldn't be bothered to change the TV station. You'd rather just watch some shite because you're that fucked up. So I ain't so bad now. We've been doing some treatments. Well, basically it's not really a treatment. It's a new diet, which I've kind of had to come up with myself, because my doctor's advice for diet was pretty damn poor. He was like, avoid tomatoes, cheese, and alcohol. And it turns out tomatoes are good for my condition, according to everybody else. Cheese is kind of neutral, and yeah, alcohol is bad, not because of the alcohol, but because the dehydration effects and the kind of yeast used in certain alcohol production. But if your alcohol is produced in a slightly different way, well, who knows? Like apparently sake is good. I've never drank sake, but apparently it's good.